Hello everybody, Chris the Bitter Sweet here. It's a new day of recording, so apologies if I forgot what we did at the end of the last episode. But I do remember we had these glistening melon slices we needed. And if I remember correctly, we also need a golden apple. Not a problem. And we have a magic glyph waiting for us. Just throw these out here. Ah yes, healing. That's one of the base spells. I'm just gonna override the underfoot block thing. We want a self heal quite high. Let's call this heal. And that's a good spell to have. This episode I want to level up our magic abilities, and for that we're gonna need some magic gear. And I was thinking, do we have what we need for a tier 3 perhaps? For Archmage we need a Totem of Undying and a Wilden Tribute. Wilden Tribute, I know we're gonna need one of each Wilden. I don't think we can craft Totems of Undying. And then of course a Nether Star. So tier 3 might be a bit far away. We should be able to get... Yeah, this is Blazing Fiber. What do we need for End Fiber? We need Chorus Fruit. Do we have a cheaty way of getting that? Does not look like it. Antimatter can get it for us, but that's a bit beyond the end. Right, I think we're gonna go for Mage Bloom though. For that we need Blaze Powder. We don't have any Blaze at all, but we can get Blaze Powder by macerating Blaze Rods. We can get Blaze Rods by macerating Netherrack. So let's just get going with that while we do all that stuff. Apologies for my voice and for my sniffling. I still haven't fully recovered yet. But let's look what else we can unlock here. Bounce is nice for when you need to get down quickly. Dispel, I want to dispel. Milk buckets and abjuration. Now milk bucket shouldn't be too hard. We just need 3 buckets, which I hope I have somewhere here. Nope, look. Oh, wait. Ah, there they are. 1, 2, 3. And then I know where we can find a cow. And if you just excuse me quickly, you know what I forgot already. And the timer is on. Oh, I completely forgot we need some experience. Can't believe this spell is a tier 1. And unlike most recipes, you do not get the buckets back here. Now we can make a very special spell, which will be dispel, heal. You go self, dispel, heal, and to augment. Now whenever we get wither effects or anything like that, or poison, we can both dispel and heal at the same time. And this will come into play when we have our armor, and we can have, let's see if we can just search for it, reactive. Has a chance to cast an inscribed spell on player hurt. It's wonderful to have that spell as a reactive, because it's whenever you get hurt, so every time you get a damage tick from poison or wither, it's gonna have a chance to cast that spell. And with 2 amplify on the heal, you're almost guaranteed to almost go back to full health again. That one did not go as far as I thought it would with the blaze rods, so let's look what else we have. Freeze, is that the one I want? Freezes water, lava. No, that's not the one I wanted. Launch, or leap actually. Leap and bounce is quite good combo for getting around early game. We can go and get our wings from in here. 3, I've started getting these mob unenchant books, quite a lot of them. Let's actually grab all of this and just as much as we can carry and put in our storage. I'll hold on to these experience gems because we're obviously gonna need experience for these glyphs. Let's see. Leap. Select. 1, 2, 3. Huh? It only took 2. Must have had a wing on here somewhere. Which means we're now missing a wing. That's fine. It will take from any nearby inventory, including pedestals. Tier 1 bounce. Let's just search for ball. Bounce, so now we can make a travel spell, which is self. Is that a... Yeah, I think we can put that first. Amplify once. Where did our leap go? Did I not just... I never activated it. Alright. Self, bounce, amplify, leap, amplify, amplify, amplify. Travel. And if I did this correctly, I should now be able to do this. And I think I want to do 1 less amplify on the bounce here. Maybe 1 more on the leap side instead. There we go. And we can see we have bounce for quite some time, so we don't have to worry about these high jumps. We should be able to, yep. We can safely land long before this runs out. That's perfect. Just take a sip of coffee. Well, okay, what's the next one we want? Every glyph you unlock gives you more swords, by the way. So eventually we're gonna want to unlock all of them. I'm looking for what's useful to have right now. Snare might be the one. Yes. But that one requires spider webs. Oh, I have not set up my... Need mana infused string for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 was what we needed, right? Yep. Let's go and infuse these with mana. And grab some more mage bloom while we're here. Almost have enough mage bloom for a full set. And there's our 4 cobweb. Now, snare is nice if we look at our things here, because we have these weapons here. The bow, there should also be a sword somewhere. Let's just search for sword. You can inscribe that with spells. So we need a diamond, 2 blocks of gold, and 2 blocks of soul gem, and a diamond sword. Not enough source gems. We do have plenty. Just put a stack in here now. Two of these. And sticks. Put you there. You want this. You there. And a sword. And here we have the enchanted sword. You can see here it has 8 damage as base, which is the same as the osmium with the same speed. So we can get rid of the osmium sword now. And to inscribe it, if I remember correctly, let's go for, I always go for the last slot when I do spells like that. I think you don't set the target at all, and you just set what you want it to do. We do 1 snare, 1 harm, and then just amplify it all the way. Call that snare harm. Shift, right click on the table with the sword on it. So if we now look at that, touch, snare, harm, and amplify line. Let's see if we can find something to hit with it. Probably we knew where there were a lot of mobs. a skeleton, for example. Boom. And that's a one-hit kill. It did take all of my mana, so I'm gonna make it as bit. Yeah, you see there's not enough mana. I'm gonna make it a bit less powerful for now. Or we could just work on getting our mana up. Let's keep it as it is for now. While we're working, we're unlikely to have any big threats that won't die in one hit. Why did I go in there? I wanted to go in here. We're gonna need a lot more than 3 though. I should probably find a way to automate this. I think we need 24. Rates away. Oh, we get 4 each. Okay, then we do have plenty of the fibers at least. And was it 2 for each? 1 for each? 2 fibers for each? Ah, 2 fibers for each. Okay. Then we might have enough. We have exactly enough. We don't know how these work. We get the rope, the hood, the feet, and the leggings. So let's see with just these leggings how much less of the mana bar it will take. Like 1 block away. But pay attention to the mana bar in the lower left as we can now hit them. And you see the mana regen is also a lot quicker. And this is where we need our spell heal. And I'm gonna look up how we set the armor to be reactive. Oh, we got an enchanted book. Wonder what that could be. Bane of Arthropods. Okay, cool. Boom, boom. Oh, and the reach. That's nice. So, if I check for uses for this one. Nope. Do we have our book? Eccentric tome. We do. Entry index. Reactive. That's enchanting with a spell parchment. If we want, ooh, we can go up to level 4. Level 3 is what we can reasonably get up to though. But you need to do this in sequence, so you need all these ingredients and all these and all these to get level 3. So for spell parchment, you're gonna need blank parchment, which is mage bloom fiber and paper. So let's get some of that going. ended up in my inventory. Okay. 1 parchment. What was it? 4 source gem and a blank parchment. Yes. We now get our dispel heal here. Shift, right click on the table, put our parchment down, then shift right click. There we go. If we look at this parchment, it now says dispel heal and then flower. Now, block of lapis, source gem block. One block of lapis, 1 source gem block, and 1 nap. And we'll put the parchment, block of lapis, and I want it on my robe. And the rope goes in the middle. Boom. This is now reactive 1. Reactive 1 I think is 25%. So we're gonna want the war notebook again. Level 2 is going to be blaze powder, air essence, air, water, fire, and earth. Fire, earth, water, air. And we're out of blaze. We used it all for our armor. Here's some I prepared earlier. And how many blaze do we need? 4? Perfect. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 essences, and some blaze. And I think this might be the first, maybe second recipe where we use all of the pedestals. And reactive 2 will just boost the existing reactive. You can't change spell with that. You're gonna need to disenchant the armor to get reactive, to get the spell off. And we now want to check. Level 3 was 4 emeralds, ender pearl, abjuration, conjuration, and manipulation. That's 1 of each of the remaining essences. Abjuration and conjuration. Four emeralds, and what was the last one? 1 ender pearl. I'm always afraid I'm gonna throw the ender pearl when I do that. And we can get level 3 reactive. Now reactive will only trigger on harm, and it will take mana from your mana pool. So it's, I mean, at higher levels you might put more than 1 reactive on your armor, but this is sort of the standard one that most people use. Okay. let's continue with our unlocks then. Toss. Yeah, this is good for like remote item transfer. Like I could stand here and throw into, like if I stand here and throw, it would go into that inventory. It's just, otherwise it's just basically a boosted version of that. No, meant to do that. Summon wolves and summon steed is quite fun. I wouldn't mind having one of each. Let's just get a few levels here because I keep forgetting those. Why do I keep shifting? Summon steed. Gonna need 4 leather. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for summon wolves, we're gonna need 3 bones, 4 wings. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, it took that wing. Oh, wrong button. So since we don't need the dispel heal here anymore, we can use this for summon wolves or summon steed. Let's do touch. Summon steed. Can we amplify it in any way? We can extend time, but that's about it. Summon steed. So there you go. He will last for 25 or for 30 seconds. And it's just it's just a horse. Good if you wanna get around quickly. We'll see what happens when the spell ends. Which should happen any moment now. Or we do that experiment some other time because that takes too long. Well, that spell has ended. Alright, he stays around for quite some time. And because summoning sickness is gone, we can make a second one. Good for multiplayer. And yes, you can create multiple ones in one go if you have the split modifier. This one. Yeah, we never tested summon wolves. I'm gonna keep summon steed, even though I don't think I'm gonna use it a lot. But this one can actually be good to do in projectile. Summon wolves. Extend time again. I think you can split this, but I'm not sure. Summon wolves. And wherever the projectile hits. Boom. Okay, then projectile is not exactly what we need. Let's see. Let's do it on touch then. Oh. Touch and save it. Yeah, it's because I have the summoning sickness. No, you can't dispel summoning sickness. Right? I don't know how long these will last. I really thought they would disappear. Place block pull is fun if you want to do the sort of force pull on enemies that are on ledges. Redstone signal to remotely activate things. Apologies, needed some coffee. Rune will place a spell on the ground. Yeah, I'm just reading through quickly here. So it's basically setting traps. Let's make one. Runic chalk shouldn't be too much of an issue. Just need to grab essence from here. We needed it's tripwire, not trap wire. And with this one, we can... Oh, it's not that type of rune. I thought it was the target rune. Cast a spell on targets that touch the rune. So it is. If I, for example, do that and bounce, just a random name rune. So projectile, rune, bounce. Will I now get... Ah, yeah, it is. It's exactly what I thought it was then. Perfect. That will come in handy. Let's see if we can get one more unlock before the end of the episode. Launch is like leap, but only upwards. So you know how if you go straight upwards, you get it like that. Launch only does in that direction. But with leap, you can do it in any direction. And yes, you can. No, you can. Yeah, you can shift. If you shift at the right moment as you're approaching ground, get the bounce to stop. Just gonna clean up in here. Oh, too far away from the wireless. I should add one more extender card to that so I can reach my whole base. Or I could possibly just wait a minute. Don't tell me this is full. 88k and it's full. Alright. I know what I'm doing off camera. For now, I'm just gonna stick everything in a chest here. I wanted that on me still. Alright. Between episodes I will clean up our inventories, and I am fairly certain we're gonna see that it's chunks and things like that, like raw copper, and yeah, we have quite a lot of that stuff. I'll get the auto smelter up and running again between episodes, and possibly changing all of these crafters into Not RF. Refined. So you have, I don't know what they're called. It's in refined storage somewhere, but it's a multi-block for crafting. I'll figure that out. Probably not gonna do that on camera because it's quite a simple block. It just, the bigger you make it, the more of these slots you get. And it takes less space overall than just a bunch of crafters. Either between this episode and next, or sometime in the future. But for now, I'll need to sort out this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.